right, guys, this is episode 7, Marketplace Gems Lowballers. And I think we should probably change that name to maybe Lowballers, Idiots, and whatever else you can think of. Anyways, we've got a couple of fresh ones for you this week. Brad's got a couple of memory thoughts to share with you guys, and welcome to episode 7. What do you got for him today, Brad?
Okay. Well, I didn't sell anything this week. I usually just go as the bodyguard to Father Red over here.
Yeah, Macho Man.
So, a few years back, we went to look at a Beetle in Kenosha.
The gasser one, right?
Yeah.
It was gas, yeah.
And we're kind of hefty fellers here.
Hey. I like to use chubby.
Whatever.
Yeah. I like Chinese food.
And we went to look at this Beetle, and we're looking at it, and just checking it out. And this guy's looking at us, and he's looking at the car, and this guy looking at him as he's looking at the car. And the guy makes the remark of, "Are you sure you're gonna fit?"
Obviously incentivizing that I'm a fat ass.
Yes. After that remark, we were done looking at the car. We didn't walk away with it.
Not to mention the car was kind of a piece of shit too, to be honest. If I remember correctly, it had like transmission issues. You know what? No, that was a TDI.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was a TDI Beetle. It had an issue with the transmission, and it had a bunch of other things going on. I think reverse was out of it, if I remember correctly. Because remember, when he pulled in the lot, he didn't park it anywhere. He just kind of left it in the middle of the parking lot because there was no reverse. That's what
It was in the middle of the lot. I don't remember anything.
He told me it had tranny issues, but he didn't tell me that reverse didn't work.
I just know we didn't leave with it, and he just left.
Yeah, that guy can kiss it where the sun don't shine, shall we say, you know?
And then a little while after that, you had I don't remember the year, but you had a Cutlass W30.
Oh, that was a 1975, I think it was. That was actually a W25, not a W30. That was a factory 350, not a 455 car, so it would have been a W25.
Okay. And you had sold it to a guy in Milwaukee in a not so pleasant neighborhood.
Well, most of Milwaukee isn't pleasant anyway. So.
And so I had told my dad that you sold it. He goes, "Make sure you take a weapon with you. I am licensed to carry." So we went there, and the guy was hour and a half, 2 hours late to show up.
Yeah, needless to say, we were sitting in like an alleyway.
Yes.
Trying to get this car unloaded. And if you know anything about the cities, there's always people coming back and forth.
Yeah, we constantly had to move.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the ass. Not to mention, I mean, the guy did pay for the car up front, and part of the deal was he was going to give me $200 for towing it there for him, which I had no problem doing. But I mean, the guy that bought this thing was driving the biggest hoopty you've ever seen, and it just, I mean, he pulled in the driveway with like a Ford Explorer. What do they call those? An Explorer Sport or something? They had like a truck box on the back of them. I don't remember.
Something like
But anyway,
that.
like it had 3 different wheels on it. Front bumper like fell off of it. This guy's pulling into the driveway. I mean, a real peach of a freaking unit.
While we were waiting for him, the neighbor lady came out, and this guy, liking the ladies, starts to flirt with her. And the guy was high as a kite.
Well, don't forget, he didn't have the money to pay me for the toll, remember?
Yep. So when he showed up, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm supposed to pay you for the tow up here." So then he had to leave again.
Yeah.
And go to like 3 different gas stations to try to find money. then when
Let's be honest, it probably was like 2 or 3 different homies or friends, you know what I mean?
And then when he finally showed up, his wife or girlfriend, mistress, whatever, came out of the house as we're unloading the car. And as I said, he was high. So she goes, "What's this?" He goes, "Another car." And she starts to yell at him because she's like, "You didn't even finish the first car you bought."
Yeah, you had an old Nova or something in the
Yeah.
garage, yeah.
And so Jay starts flirting with her.
Oh yeah, make the deal a little easier.
Yeah.
Gotta sniff on them all, guys. My buddy Tim's dad always said, big, tall, or small, you love them all.
And so the guy goes, "Have you ever been with a black woman before?" And he goes, "Oh yeah." He goes, "My dick don't discriminate."
My penis sees no color.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And after that, the ride home, it was great. We were seeing all sorts of characters on the
Don't
sidewalk.
forget about the drunk Santa Claus.
I was getting there.
Okay, that just popped in my brain. I forgot about that.
Like I said, characters on the sidewalk, people dancing on cars, drunk Santa Claus on the sidewalk.
I thought he was gonna come up to the window begging for money.
Oh, it was wild.
You know, one thing you forgot to mention when we unloaded the Cutlass, remember that car had no brakes? I actually was just talking to my boss about this the other day, I think
Go
it
ahead.
was. We pushed that thing off the trailer, because remember I put the strap on it? And homie was freaking out, and then he turned the wheel and the strap fell off, and it just went flying down the alleyway. But the alley was like freaking 2 miles long. It would have stopped before it got to the end, I think. Maybe, maybe not. But he kind of looked like the guy from the movie Speed when Keanu Reeves took the Jaguar away from the dude. He
Yeah.
just, you know, his eyes were as big as flying saucers, you know. But we got a good laugh out of it anyways. And
Definitely.
I mean, it all worked out. We got it pushed in the guy's trailer, and not trailer, garage. I'm sure it's probably still sitting there to this day. But hey, he paid me, so,
Yeah,
you know, it's his problem now.
yeah, definitely. That's all I got for you.
Yeah.
Now it's your turn.
Oh,
Mr.
boy.
Mr. Red.
Yeah. Facebook never ceased to surprise me in any way, shape, or form, as always. So we finally, just last night, sold the Burgundy, rusted out, clapped out 07 Chrysler Town and Country. Now this thing is a good running rig, don't get me wrong. Last Sunday we drove to Sharon, me and Big Bad Brad here. We picked up an engine stand. 3/4 of the way home, the passenger side brake caliper decided to lock up on us. What a surprise, you know. But anyways, I've been advertising this thing for a long time for sale. And I had a scrap guy coming last night that was gonna buy it. And first thing he does, he pulls up, he backs up to it with a grab and go tow truck, lifts it 10 feet in the air, and he tries arguing with me that it's got an aftermarket cat on it, which it don't. But we all know what was happening there. Dude was just trying to chisel me and get the price a little bit cheaper to make more money. I get it, but if you came to get more money off of what I'm selling, you came to the wrong house, buddy. I know the game way too well. It ain't gonna work for you. So I told him, I said, well, if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. Drop it. He dropped it. He was all pissed off and left. Whatever. Anyways, I ended up reposting the van for sale. Literally within 45 minutes of reposting it, really nice guy out of Milwaukee messaged me. He's like, hey, I really need this thing. And he came out right away within an hour. Took a look at it for 5 minutes. Didn't even try to hammer me on the price. Paid me for it. Signed over the title, bill of sale, all that stuff. Drove it to Milwaukee. Said it ran and drove great. He was real happy with it. That made my day. But something a little different with Marketplace that I've been dealing with lately, and I'm not entirely sure what's going on. I've had something similar happen like this before, but I don't know why. Last time I had a couple violations, you know, community standards. That's why this happened. But I checked through Meta AI, and they told me there's no restrictions, none of that shit. But I don't believe them in any way, shape, or form. So I had this minivan on Marketplace for the last couple of weeks now. And typically anything that runs and drives under $1,000, I will have at least 30 messages within the first like 5 hours, depending on what type of vehicle it is for sale. I only got 12 clicks the first time I reposted it in 2 days on a van for $800 that runs and drives. And Facebook's trying to tell me that there's no restrictions of any kind on my account. I can tell you personally, I know the last vehicle I threw on Marketplace that cheap, even was a minivan similar to that. I think I had like 3,000 hits on it in 24 hours. So you tell me, do you think that Facebook is shadow banning my ad, or are they just, oh, this one's not as popular, even though it's frickin' identical? I wonder on that one, huh? So I think Facebook's back to playing their little games again. I think last time this happened, it was like 2-3 weeks, and they lifted the restrictions. And like I said, they claim there is no restrictions on my account. I did the AI chat a couple of times, and I did their suggestions on trying to make it more visible to the public, even though they claim it isn't restricted in any way, shape, or form. We know it is. They're lying. Because like I said, anytime I post a cheap beater on there, especially under $1,000, and it runs and drives with a title, my phone is literally banging. I mean, my battery dies. I get so many messages on stuff. I mean, a lot of people are looking for a cheap beater that is reliable to get them around in, and it was just dead quiet. I mean, even last night after I posted that van, when guy bought it, when I went to market sold, I checked. So within 2.5 hours of it being listed, it only had like 6 clicks on it. And the guy told me when he came to buy the van, he was having difficulty finding the ad on his own. He tried finding, the only reason he knew about it is a friend of his somehow saw it, sent him the link to it, but he tried to find it on his Marketplace account, and he said he looked for like 10 minutes before he found it. So you tell me, do you think it's hidden, restricted? Obviously, I think it does. So, but anyways, enough of that. We finally made a decent sale on that. I've got some 1999 ALH TDI Beetle rims over here. 3 tires are good. One of them has a slow leak to it and a little bit of dry rot. I threw these things on Marketplace for, I think it was $1.50. Somebody throw me $100 for them, they can have them. And I'm getting guys asking me, would you take $40 for them? No. I can scrap them through Miller Compress right now, $27 a rim. Why would I sell them to you for $40? And they got Firestone tires on them. I think 150 is fine for that. The rims are actually in really nice shape. Some more cheapskates. I'm a cheapskate too, but $150 for a set of 4 aluminum rims with decent tires. Yeah, the one's kind of goofy, but what are they, 14-inch tires? Cheap as hell to replace anyway. But, they'll probably end up getting the tires taken off of them. I'll sell the 3 tires that are good, or 2 or 1, whatever somebody wants. And then I'll end up scrapping the rims and get my money anyways, because people are too cheap to buy them. But, so goes life. That was just like that van. If nobody was going to buy it, I literally was just going to take it right down the street to Colcroft. He offered me $500 just to crush the damn thing. So, you want it to be cheap? We just scrap the damn thing. Don't make any difference to me. But thankfully, the van went to a good home. So, anyways, on to the next. So the other thing we got going on right now is, I did write that down and forgot about it. I had and I don't even know what year it was because it doesn't matter. I had a guy, I posted the minivan on OfferUp.com, and he messaged me and he offered me a Suzuki Katana, I think is what they call it, 600, and he's like, it runs and drives, got a title, all that. And I was like, sure, man, send me some pictures of it. I'm always down to do a little trading. And the guy sent me pictures of this thing, and I ain't kidding you. I've seen motorcycles that were dragged out of a freaking junkyard that were in better shape than this thing. The fairing was gone, front and rear tires were bald as hell. All the plastic on the side was missing. The mufflers looked like they were sawed off. The wiring had like zip ties and duct tape all over it. The headlight was zip tied in place. What is going on? You want to talk about junk? Let's be honest, that bike's worth what? $200 maybe, 100. I don't know. It ain't worth nothing to me. But yeah, whatever. And then we had also noticed with my Galaxy 500, and I'm really not even trying to get rid of the thing, but it's one of those things. If I get my hands on a '60s Mustang, I'd be all right with it. And another thing with that, we're getting back to the Facebook shadow banning thing. I've gotten like 98 clicks on that posting in 2 weeks. Do you really think that only 98 people have clicked on that posting in 2 weeks? There's no way. I mean, I've had Kias on Marketplace. I've had Camaros on Marketplace. I've had Derby cars on Marketplace, and they all get thousands of clicks. And you mean to tell me a running, driving, two-door classic car got 98 clicks in 2 weeks? I think Facebook's playing their frickin' games, you know. And anyways, one more thing. I've been actually working on this for about the last 3 weeks now. There's a guy about 2 hours south of us, down in, I think it's pronounced Seneca, Illinois, something like that. I've always wanted to get a fastback Torino. I've been looking for one for years. A buddy of mine actually had a '73 Grand Torino. I think they call them like just a notchback, like the notchback Mustangs or coupe, whatever you want to call them. Very cool car. Anyways, I came across this one. It's a '73 sports roof, 351 automatic car. It's got a little rust in the wheel wells in the back, but the front fenders and the header assembly is a different color, so I'm not entirely sure what's all going on with that. Overall, the car looks really solid though. We are looking at trading the AMC Matador for that. As of today, obviously a week from today, things could change significantly because it's Facebook. We will be driving next Saturday to go pick up this Torino. So we are going to load the Matador on the car trailer, haul it 2 hours south. We're trading title for the '73 Ford Grand Torino sports roof. I talked to the guy last night. I noticed the air cleaner cover was not on the carburetor, and he said that the motor does turn. There was a semi literally driving down the road and a tire was just coming apart. That was great. So it ought to be interesting. The guy's supposed to be sending me more pictures of it today. Hopefully that's not a complete mess. You know, pictures only tell part of the story. Until you get there in person and you really look it over, you know, you really find out if it's a good car or a bad car. I'm halfway contemplating maybe today messaging the guy and maybe just throwing $25 in the Kia, driving down there and taking a quick peek at it and coming back before I spend that much time, money, and effort loading my car, driving all the way down there, and then it's not something I really want because there's a lot of rust or something. So we'll see. I have to figure out what I want to do. Tonight we got to go to the big rig race at the Wilmot Raceway. That's more important than trading vehicles at the moment. But yeah. Otherwise, Facebook's been pretty quiet because I don't know. They don't seem to be wanting to do any deals for me, anyways, at the moment. And you know, I've messaged several people the last few days on different stuff that's for sale. Either nobody's getting back to me, or they read the message and tell me, no, it's not available, even though they've still got it listed for sale. I don't know what the hell that's all about. People are strange. I don't know. You got anything else, Brad? You wanna add on to that?
I do not.
No? Okay. Little update on the Beetle. We got the wheel studs machined down. We put the 80, I think they were 85 C3 Corvette wheel, or sorry, C4 Corvette wheels on the TDI Beetle. Like I said, we got the new turbo put in. We got the wheel spacers. We put 25 millimeter wheel spacers on there. I believe they were 5x120, 5x4 and 3/4, whatever that GM lug pattern is. The Corvette wheels fit perfect. Like I said, we had to machine down the wheel studs because when you would put the spacers on the car, when you go to put the salad shooter Corvette wheels on, the studs stuck out just far enough into the back of the backspace of the rim that they weren't sitting flush. So I had my boss machine down the top of the studs. Now they clear fine, they're going on good. I ordered new tires for the other two rims. They were a P235 50 16, I think. It was 235 or 225, I can't remember. And I'm gonna mount those and I'll show you, let you know how those fit. This is all kind of a trial and error. I've seen several of these considered new Beetles with the salad shooter Corvette wheels on them. I'm not much of a tuner guy, so this is all kind of new to me. I think the car sits a little high with how the wheels are right now. I'm looking at a set of, I think they're called Raceline, what do they call those, coilovers for the car to try to drop it 2-3 inches, because I think it sits kind of high right now. Kind of gives you that like Baja Beetle look to it right now, and I'm not really going for the 4x4 look. So we definitely need to change that. So yeah, hopefully next Saturday everything will work out. We're gonna go pick up that Torino if we get it. We do a video, we'll give you a quick walk around on that thing. We need to add that to my dead Ford collection right now. I mean, right now we've got the clapped out 69 Mach 1 Mustang. We've got the not so clapped out 71 Galaxie 500. So we definitely need to add the clapped out 73 Ford Torino. You know, the land of misfit toys. But around here it's the land of misfit junk cars. I think that's kind of a good fitting for them, you know.
They just seem to be Fords.
Oh yeah, and I'm not even a Ford guy. That's the funny part. You know, I prefer GM. I'm not even a huge Dodge guy yet. However, the most expensive classic car I've ever bought is a Dodge. I don't know. And you know what's funny too is the Mustang that's behind us, 69 Mach 1, costs more money than the like showroom quality 79 4-speed Camaro we just parked over here. What's that tell you? I'm an idiot.
It's possible.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that last thought that I'm an idiot. Sometimes I really question my financial decisions, and you would think you would learn too, but you never do, because I'm on Facebook Marketplace like every 10 minutes tops, looking at more stuff that I don't need. Do you want to trade? Do you want to trade? Do you want to trade? Because it's been my acknowledgement. Most people, if it's anything over $1,000, $2,000, most people don't have that kind of money laying around, and if they do, they don't want to spend it. But they're willing to trade their junk, you know. So you just never know what you're gonna get. And Tyler, if you're listening, I know damn well you're on your phone right now looking to see what kind of shitbox Mustang you can trade for that beautiful Cobra. Get out there and wrench on it and fix that damn thing instead of trying to trade it. Even though I know you're not gonna fix it, you're gonna try and trade it for some other shitbox, but that's fine, you know. Whatever makes you happy and smile. So I don't have nothing else. It's a beautiful Saturday. It's kind of cloudy. We're gonna go see some racing tonight. So you guys are bored enough and want to waste your time watching this, please do like and subscribe. Say hi to Brad. He really appreciates it.
Absolutely.
So until next Saturday, stay greasy, boys.